Well now folks, it looks like we just had our first decisive victory for online discourse and free speech. Well, at least for the time being. And don't get me wrong here. We've only won a single battle here, not the entire war. The price of maintaining free speech is eternal vigilance. I bet you're asking yourself, Self, what free speech victory did we just win right now? After threats of legal action, accusations of violating the First Amendment, and facing massive amounts of condemnation, the Department of Homeland Security has decided to go and pause its Disinformation Governance Board. And the mistress of propaganda herself, Nina Jankowicz, has resigned her commission. Sayonara, scary Poppins, it was not nice knowing ye. And naturally, hack websites like the Washington Post aren't exactly happy about it, blaming the right wing for the disruption of the Disinformation Governance Board. Which is kind of sad if you think about it, because free speech used to be a very liberal principle. Not anymore, apparently. These days, the left would have you believe that if you care about free speech, you're a crazy right-winger who hates minorities. You don't have to be a conservative to know that this governance board is bad news. All you need is half a brain and some critical thinking skills. The sad part is that we're so polarized these days, if one side agrees with an issue or supports it, well, the other side has to automatically disagree with it. In the past, we used to be able to go and find common ground. These days, that idea is pretty much dead. But on Tuesday night, Jankowicz was pulled into an urgent call with DHS officials who gave her the choice to stay on, even as the department's work has been put on hold because of the backlash it faced, according to multiple people with knowledge of the call. Working groups within DHS focused on mis, dis, and malinformation have been suspended. Thank God. And quite frankly, this Disinformation Governance Board should never existed to begin with. And this is probably one of the most un-American things that our government has done in current year. Now, according to Wanker Post Weekly, where democracy dies smothered in lies, Nina Jankowicz has been subjected to unjustified and vile personal attacks and physical threats. A DHS spokesman told the Post in a statement. Now it goes without saying, of course I have to point this out because it's current year and nobody has common sense anymore, physical acts of violence or threats of physical violence is not covered by the First Amendment. Everything else is fair game. Now, I'm just going to jump down to the bottom of the article because it's overly long, quite frankly it's garbage, and I'm pretty sure the person who wrote it is retarded. DHS staffer is worried that the way the Jankowicz situation was mishandled could hurt their ability to recruit future talent at a time when white nationalist violence is thriving and the midterm elections are approaching. Not exactly sure what that has to do with it, but okay. We're going to need another Nina down the road, said one DHS staffer who spoke on the condition of anonymity because he was not at liberty to comment. Which means he shouldn't have been speaking to the media to begin with, but okay, whatever. And anyone who takes that position is going to be vulnerable to a disinformation campaign or attack. Now I want to point out that the attacks on Nina Jankowicz were actually quite valid. After all, she was pushing fake news, misinformation, disinformation, the very thing that this board is most likely going to be doing. She supported the Russian collusion hoax, the Steele dossier, which was bunk, and called the Hunter Biden laptop story Russian misinformation. So anyway, the upside is the dystopian future has partially been put on hold, at least for the time being. Because you know, they're absolutely going to try and do this yet again. You know what? I just noticed something. This article is written by Taylor Lorenz. No wonder I felt stupider after reading it.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. A huge thanks to all the Subscribestar supporters. Without you, Comics Division would probably be crying in a corner somewhere. Well, hello there, big spenders. HMStix, Reuben Christopher Haynes, Roger the Shrubber, and Toxic Man Flu. I'm a sucker with a lot of dough. Crazy Catguy, MrGrantGregory, J.A.F.O, and David Blair. Take my money, damn it. Katina Martin, Brahmabull, Commander Ed Straker of Shadow, TerminusEst, Elagabalus, DariusM, Commenting is Dangerous, Salty Texas C, LDH27513, Subscriber number 22F2C6C3, Gentleman Mad, J.A.F.O, Death Angel's Shadow, Dexidoodle, Mech AG94, That's 70esrockfan, AJ Speaks, Pope Metallicus I, E. Clay, and Peter Bickford. I'll buy that for $1. Captain Trek, TZ Canadian, Chris from the 80s, Stand 4, John B, Colin Douglas, MrTickleTrunk, Jenna Lyn, and user C32A7350. Thank you all for watching. You are awesome!